That was the first mention that we got of Wagner as anything more than somebody that Ludwig admired. It says we're not done with Neuschwanstein, even though I'm pretty sure we are. The hint system is kind of broken on this chapter. This is a place that when I first played the game, I got stuck here.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
She seems friendly.
Yeah, I don't think she does.
Ich hätte gern eine Eintrittskarte fürs Museum.
Ja, 8 Mark für eine Ganztagskarte.
8 marks for an all-day pass, so we can come back if we need to. But we don't. They had to do that because they know that you're going to miss a bunch of things.
Danke.
Bitte.
Yeah.
That was like the rudest.
Yeah, well, I don't think they're known as a nice people.
Well, but I doubt they're like meh all the time.
Elizabeth of Austria.
Yeah, Ludwig's friend.
Yes.
One of Ludwig's few close friends was Empress Elizabeth of Austria. She was a distant cousin of the boy Prince, and he saw her often growing up. Graceful and beautiful, Elizabeth seemed to represent the feminine ideal to the younger Ludwig. Their friendship continued after her marriage, mainly by correspondence. She remained a source of stability for Ludwig throughout his life. In keeping with Ludwig's love of romance and drama, he called her the Dove, and he to her was the Eagle.
Kids, correspondence means that they wrote letters to each other, which were when you wrote things on paper and then gave them to a person who took them to the other person.
Weird.
July 3rd, 1863. Elizabeth, you can have no idea, dear cousin, how happy you made me. The hours recently passed with you in the railway carriage I consider among the happiest in my life. Never will their memory fade.
No.
You gave me permission to visit you at Ischl. If the time comes for this ardent hope to be fulfilled, I shall be of all men upon earth the most blessed. The feelings of sincere love and reverence and faithful attachment to you, which I cherished in my heart even as a boy, makes me imagine heaven upon earth, and will be extinguished by death alone. I beg you with all my heart to forgive the contents of this letter, but I could not help myself. Ludwig.
No, we know that Ludwig was a gay man, so it was platonic.
Elizabeth
He could
frequently
be
gave
bi.
Ludwig advice on royal conduct, hoping to protect him from unfavorable public opinion. March 1st, 1865. My dearest Eagle, you have not written me in a few months. I have missed you. I often try to imagine what you are doing. I hear tales that you have been on retreat and have not been seen in Munich for some time. I suspect it is this new friend you wrote up so mysteriously that takes you away from home. I hope you are enjoying yourself, my beloved, but I beg you to caution. The people need to see you at the throne. I also hesitate to suggest that what your officials do in your absence may not always be in your own best interest. You have always been a true king, but you must let the people see you to ensure that they don't forget that. E. Your Dove.
I don't know what the timeline is between Louis and...
Ludwig's friends were concerned for his mental state long before his arrest. June 14th, 1878. My beloved Eagle, in your last letter you spoke so movingly of your torment that I was moved to tears. What is this torment?
Werewolves.
Why won't you confess to me what is truly troubling you?
You probably don't believe in werewolves.
You must know that I would never despise you, no matter how horrible you believe your sins to be.
Even if I eat people?
Please do not write such barbs to my heart by even suggesting such things.
No, seriously, I'm a wolf.
If you do not wish to confess to me, at least tell me how I can aid you.
Silver
I am
bullets.
always your true one, your Dove.
Well, he probably wouldn't want a silver bullet.
Maybe
In
not.
this letter, dated November 1886, Elizabeth of Austria thanks Bishop Frank for his assistance in helping her fulfill Ludwig's last wishes. She writes that she knows it was an unusual request, but she believes Ludwig had reasons of his own for wishing it to be done. She hopes that his spirit finds peace at last. No further reference to this letter has ever been found. One can only speculate what the last wishes of a cornered and embattled Ludwig might have been.
That's obviously important.
Yep.
What were his last wishes? This place is giving me more questions than answers.
Okay, her hair didn't look great there.
They certainly make an incredible-looking couple.
I guess that's just the actor that they hired. I don't think that's a real picture.
Ludwig is Prince Charming. He played the part well.
Unless they found an actor that really looked a lot like him. This is where it gets really confusing. See, those two exits go to totally different parts. You can easily miss this whole part of the museum, but you can't progress through the game.
Ludwig and Wagner. Ludwig loved the opera of his contemporary Richard Wagner. He helped support Wagner's music through much of his life. Ludwig considered Wagner a close friend, often calling him the great friend. Wagner encouraged this infatuation, some believe, for personal gain. Typical artist.
What? See, like, these look like the same things we already read from that angle.
Even after Wagner's death, Ludwig still showed signs of obsession with the composer. This letter, written in 1882 by Ludwig to the conductor of the Munich Opera, instructs the conductor to make preparations for a new Wagner opera. The conductor went to see the king as instructed. When he arrived, Ludwig was ill and refused to see him. Nothing further was ever heard of this mysterious new opera. Was it a figment of an ill man's desperate wishes?
Well, we've seen that there seems to have been something about a werewolf. There was a
Ludwig is
werewolf
offered a crown
opera.
of laurels by the genius of immortal fame.
I don't know what that means.
26 July 1874. By the power of the lily, we shall have the strength to resist all temptations throughout the whole year.
So that's the entry, or the kind of entry that the guy thought referred to homosexuality.
26 July 1875. Solemn oath before the picture of the great king. Refrain for 3 months from all excitement. This oath has its binding power as well as its potency by de par le Roy, LNR, DPLR.
Do you know?
What excitement. I need to see more of that diary.
Yes. What does de par le Roy mean? I guess I should look that up.
Ludwig, Grand Master of the Knights of St. George. There's gotta be a connection between all this St. George stuff and Gabriel. He looks so regal. Why would he give up all of this pageantry and become a recluse?
Right. We know that the Schottenjäger was trying to look
Ludwig
out
is
for
Grand
him.
Master of the Knights of St. George. The Knights of St. George was an aristocratic society dedicated to the acts of chivalry. Ludwig loved the medieval pageantry of the order in his early years, before his increasing reclusiveness drove him to abandon public appearances.
But presumably the Black Wolf killed the Schottenjäger who was helping Ludwig.
Medals.
Signets and sash pins from the Order of the Knights of St. George. These were worn on Ludwig's uniform, as befitted his rank of Grand Master. They are now the property of the Bavarian Crown Treasury.
Uh-huh.
And it's so
I wonder
interesting.
if these pins have any symbolic meaning.
Well, probably everything does. Like that they
Looks
make
like it weighs
like
a ton.
You know what? Though it doesn't.
Ludwig's Grand Master wardrobe from the Knights of St. George.
I don't think that ever comes up again.
Oh.
You don't know. You just have to go around clicking every goddamn thing
Richard Wagner.
in hopes that you'll you'll fulfill all the requirements for the chapter.
Ludwig's diary. Ludwig kept a diary from 1869 when he was 24 years old until his death. The diary provides a fascinating look into the mind of this tormented man. The original diary is kept in the Royal Archives. A few entries are shown on the opposite wall. I've got to see that diary.
Yep. So that, like, you have to see all of those little scenes where she realizes that she needs to see the diary. Of course, we knew that.
Oh, well, let's just ask that friendly woman.
Let's. I will in a second. The last days.
June 7th, 1886. A group of men arrive at Neuschwanstein Castle demanding to take the king in custody. With them is Dr. Guden, the doctor who had been in charge of Otto, the king's mentally ill brother. The men have an order for the king's arrest on the grounds of insanity. They are refused admittance by a brave group of farmers and local soldiers who have come to Ludwig's aid. They are forced to retreat to nearby Hohenschwangau. This is the first Ludwig hears of the conspiracy. Ludwig composes a pamphlet explaining the subversive acts of the conspirators and eloquently pleading with his people for aid. The pamphlet is smuggled out of Neuschwanstein and printed, but the pamphlets are seized before they can be distributed.
Look at that picture of that guy. That's a smug son of a bitch.
June 12, 1886. Ludwig knows the conspirators will return. He despairs. He asks his servant for the keys to the tower. The servant, fearing the king intends suicide, says the key is lost. Unbeknownst to Ludwig, the conspirators arrive at the castle. This time, there is no one to stop them. Ludwig is lured from his bedroom to the entry hall of Neuschwanstein on pretense. There, he is taken into custody. Ludwig is taken by carriage from Neuschwanstein to Berg, where his brother Otto had long been imprisoned. This is a great blow to the king's state of mind. While on the way, the group stops at Seeshaupt to change horses. Ludwig asks to see the postmistress, Frau Vogel. She brings him a glass of water and he says something to her. She never reveals these last words to anyone.
This presumably has something to do with Ludwig's last wish.
June 13th, 1886. At Berg, Ludwig seems cooperative and coherent. Dr. Guden writes to the government that he has Ludwig well under control. The two men go out for a walk, and Dr. Guden is so confident he dismisses the guards. When Ludwig and the doctor do not return after several hours, a search is undertaken. The bodies of the two men are found in the lake, drowned. Circumstances unknown.
Yeah.
Good old murder-suicide?
June 18th, 1886. Ludwig's funeral procession marches through the streets of Munich, followed by enormous crowds of mourners. The service is held at a packed St. Michael's church. Lightning strikes the church during the service, but no one is harmed.
Burn.
Ludwig's body is entombed in the Wittelsbach crypt at St. Michael's. His heart is placed in an urn in the pilgrimage chapel at Altading in the Wittelsbach tradition. The urn is shown to the right. His heart is in an urn. How
Ew.
bizarre.
Okay. That's interesting.
Do we need to, like, destroy it or something?
Destroy
I have
it.
no idea what that
Well,
says.
you know,
Looks old, though.
Like he's a vampire?
I don't know. They're not entirely
Certainly
dissimilar.
that's not... Yeah, I mean, certainly that's going to come up again. Maybe we don't know why.
Oh my god. That's the slave from my dream.
Certainly looks to be, yes.
Maybe Mrs. Smith will know what my dream meant. I have to ask someone. This thing is getting too weird. Ludwig embarking on his sleigh. The midnight sleigh rides. Ludwig went on long sleigh rides in the middle of the night, particularly in his later years. It is said that he suffered from insomnia, headaches, and toothaches, and the rides soothed his restlessness. The sight of the king's grand sleigh speeding through the countryside of the Alps often startled the peasants and became a superstitious omen of ill fortune. I can see why.
He was eating
But
them.
what was he doing out there at night?
Well,
Eating
we don't know
peasants.
that. He may have been going into the woods to hunt. If he was a werewolf. We don't know.
These are actual notes from Ludwig to his servants. They go far in showing the king's state of mind. They were smuggled out and used as evidence in compiling the order for Ludwig's arrest. December 14th, 1881, Linderhof. Order another work by Jennings on the occult. Write urgently to Klug saying that I insist that the stoppages by the bank cease. I want it, and therefore it must be done. Write very urgently. He must succeed at once and then must report to me urgently. If I give orders to clear my room, doing so must not be postponed as it happened. Pencils must be pointed without special orders. The day after tomorrow, 1,000 marks. How is Louis now? I want to know whether he looks unhappy. How often have I said that the coffee must not come up boiling hot, so that it can only be drunk after standing an hour? If any more correspondence come from Louis, they are to be burnt immediately, but I am to be informed of their arrival.
That is another mention of Louis, and the chapel said there
December
wasn't.
18th, 1881, Linderhof. Every day get up earlier, for certain. See to that very particularly. Write it down. Remember that when the great friend arrives at Neuschwanstein, we retire to the hall. We are not to be disturbed. I will not tolerate interference or insubordination.
So Ludwig was taking Wagner into the Singers' Hall and making sure no one else could see what they were doing.
Ludwig's death mask. Wow.
We don't do that anymore.
No, because it's gross.
I don't know,
and
that's
weird.
cool.
No, dead people are weird. They don't look like people.
They're
I mean, I
sleeping.
haven't seen that many dead people, but
Ludwig's Tagebuch. Im Museum?
Ja,
Great.
Wo kann ich Ludwigs Tagebuch hier anschauen?
Where can I see it, she asked.
die Tagebücher sind ganz persönlich.
It's
Die
personal.
sind in den königlichen Archiven.
It's in the archives.
Niemand
No one.
darf die lesen. Aber nein, niemand darf die lesen.
No one is allowed.
Danke.
Yeah. Person
Bitch.
who's enforcing the rules.
Im Museum es einen Brief von Ludwig über eine neue Wagner-Oper.
Ja, ja, ich kenne diesen Brief.
Wo kann ich mehr von dieser Wagner-Oper sehen?
Where can I see the new
Ich weiß
Wagner
nichts
opera?
über
She
Wagner.
doesn't know anything
Das
about
hier
Wagner.
ist kein
This
Wagner-Museum.
is not the
Ja,
Wagner
ich
Museum.
weiß.
She
In
knows.
Bayreuth befindet sich ein Wagner-Museum.
In Bayreuth, there's a
Versuchen Sie es
museum
halt, ne?
Bayreuth.
on Wagner.
Danke.
She was helpful after all.
yeah.
We don't need
Very
to ask.
shouty, though.
Yeah. And you know, and shitty. She couldn't just tell us that there's a Wagner museum. She has to be like, this is not the Wagner Museum.
She's like the worst museum employee ever.
Well, she didn't steal anything that we
Grüß
know
Gott.
of.
Guten Tag. Ist das die Wagner Museum?
Yeah, you're an American, aren't you? I'm afraid the house is closed this time of year. It will be open next month.
Crap.
You are interested in Wagner?
Very interested. Very recently very interested.
Yeah. Most of the house is closed for cleaning, but a few rooms are open. I shouldn't let you probably, but if it is only you, you are alone, aren't you?
Endlessly.
Come in and look over.
That's very generous. What do I owe you?
Georg Immerding. There's only a few displays. Besides, I wouldn't be much of a shining knight if I charged you.
Thanks, Georg. My name is Grace.
Hello. Have a good time.
Grace certainly being a little flirty with Georg there.
Hey, whatever works.
Maybe she likes him,
He's paying attention to her,
Hey,
unlike
yeah.
some other.
right?
Well, like, I guess Gabriel pays her sort of.
Wagner's
offensive attention.
piano. On this piano, the maestro composed his later operas, including The Ring.
Great.
Can we poke at it?
You cannot put.
Richard Wagner.
He had a neck beard.
Franz Liszt, composer and Cosima Wagner's father.
Okie dokie. It's just a few rooms here, but they're important.
This must be a model of Wagner's own theater, here in Bayreuth.
Incredibly lifelike.
Opera costumes.
It's a short voiceover.
These look like production designs. I don't see anything that looks like those wolf paintings in Neuschwanstein, though.
We don't really know whether Ludwig did end up eating anybody. He could have. But if he did, then he went to hell, right? Isn't that the rule?
The great patron himself.
Anyway, after we look at all the things, we can talk
Ludwig as the classical Greek hero.
we can talk to Georg about some stuff.
And he thinks we're cute, so he'll tell us stuff.
A portrait given as a gift from Ludwig to Wagner.
See, that's an advantage for women.
Yeah.
June 10th,
You get to
1881,
use
Munich
people's
residence.
inclination to sexually
Great
harass
friend.
you.
I am writing to you in the middle of the night. My blood is pounding too wildly for sleep. Tonight's performance, how can I describe it? I am unsure whether to be terrified or thrilled. Perhaps I even feel hopeful. If it is hope, you have given it to me, my friend, for the first time in years. We must speak. Something happened during the music tonight, but I must have your absolute confidence. As you love me, come at once. Your devoted king, Ludwig.
That's interesting.
July 1882. Great and beloved king, Monsieur Beaujolais and I have finished the diagram. We checked the figures many times, and Monsieur is confident that it will work. 8 identical fixtures are to be made from the diagram and placed in the theater exactly as specified. I'm sending the diagram with your courier. Be full of hope and have courage. All will be well. Your own, Wagner.
It certainly seems that Wagner and Ludwig have cooked up a plan
Ludwig's death mask.
having to do with a new opera and some kind of occult bullshit, possibly in order to cure
An old sofa.
the werewolf curse. We're not sure at this point.
The death of Wagner. On Ash Wednesday, 1883, Wagner suffered a heart attack in a Venetian gondola on the way to San Michele. His wife and the gondolier carried him into a church, where he regained consciousness. Wagner died 4 days later on this sofa.
Or did he?
On the sofa.
Yeah, on the sofa.
Here's his death sofa,
Death sofa. I don't, yeah.
which is very interesting.
You see how
Wagner's desk, exactly as it was on the day he died.
Let's rifle through it.
you could so easily miss that.
It's a letter from a Monsieur Beaujolais, dated September 1881. Looks like he's discussing acoustics and sound waves, and crystals. Wasn't Wagner's Bayreuth Theater already built? Why would Wagner be worrying about acoustics?
For magic.
It looks like an architectural drawing of a theater. The Wittelsbacher Theater, München. Every square inch is measured.
There's some kind of weird pattern to where those fixtures are laid out.
Wagner's death mask.
And apparently his death hand?
I guess.
Death glove? It's the equivalent of a death mask for your hand. Before we talk to Georg, let's check out this book.
What's that book in the case?
Cosima Wagner's journal is locked up for preservation.
Huh.
Wagner's wife's diary.
What are you doing here if the museum is closed?
They always like to have a caretaker here. It's a good job for me. I can soak in the atmosphere of the maestro while I compose.
What are you composing?
This, oh, a new arrangement. One of Wagner's pieces.
For the Bayreuth Opera?
I am only a student at the university. I study music, composition, conducting.
So,
Is there much of a call for conductors in Europe?
Ask my brother. He is the conductor for the Munich Opera.
Well, that's convenient. Does that mean you get free opera tickets?
Yes. I get a week's pass to the Opernfestspiele, the opera festival in Munich. It starts in a few months.
Hope I'm still around to see it.
Come with me if you like. If you're still around, I can go backstage and all sorts of things.
I'd love that. If I'm still in Germany, I'll call you, all right?
Yeah, good.
setting up some dates.
Tell me about Wagner.
Free opera.
He was a character. He spent most of his life trying to convince rich patrons to subsidize his work. Unfortunately, he had expensive tastes. You see, he believed that someone of his genius deserved to live well. Can't argue with that.
But Ludwig II supported him, didn't he?
Yeah, sure, but Ludwig came along very late in Wagner's life. By then, he had already been run out of Venice and most major cities because of debt. Ludwig saved him. And the music. Best thing Ludwig ever did.
The pretty castles.
Do you know anything about that letter from Wagner to Ludwig in the display case? The one about the diagram?
Ah, no. Some sort of equipment for Ludwig's theater. But I don't know why Wagner would have cared about this. If he was worried about any theater, you would think it would have been his own theater, here, in Bayreuth.
Maybe they were testing out whatever they were working on.
Have you ever heard about the letter that Ludwig wrote to the Munich conductor in 1882 telling him to prepare for a new Wagner opera?
You're full of surprises, for an American.
What do you know about it?
What's that supposed to mean?
No one knows anything about it. It's like a treasure map, you know? It's probably a complete fairy tale, but it does make you wonder.
You have no idea what it could have referred to? Maybe something that Wagner was working on with Ludwig?
If there was, there's no trace of it. Except perhaps in the dreams of unemployed music students.
Have you ever heard about the wolf panels in the Singers' Hall at Neuschwanstein?
Did my brother send you here?
No.
Probably not. It's only the letter to the conductor, the wolf panels. Oh, my brother thinks I am crazy because of all my theories.
What theories?
This is Quatsch. If there was a lost opera, a lost Wagner opera, and if one could find it, to a conductor, this would be like finding King Tut's tomb. But people have looked for it before. If it ever existed, it is gone forever.
But we're like powerfully nosy, so
My brother says I waste my time even thinking about it.
there are dumber things to think about.
Chemtrails.
Jesus. The Federal Reserve.
I'm curious. Is there any other information that points to the lost opera besides Ludwig's letter and the wolf panels?
It's nothing. I'm not even supposed to have seen it.
Seen what?
You see, my brother says that Wagner was too egotistical to have produced a lost opera. If he was working on something new, every person in Bayreuth would have heard about it. On the other hand, it was in Ludwig's character to have wanted a private opera.
But it wouldn't have been private. Ludwig's letter shows he intended it to be played in Munich.
Yes, but that it would get so far without Wagner telling others? Why keep it a secret?
Maybe there was a very good reason for secrecy.
For example?
Like,
Werewolf stuff.
Yeah.
Hard to
never
explain.
mind.
Magic.
Tell me what you know. He won't.
What if we unbutton our jacket a little?
Yeah, we can't do that. Not yet, anyway. So we have several problems. We really need to see Ludwig's diary to understand more about what the hell he's talking about, what he wanted to do, what he told whatever it was, Frau Vogel, whatever he told that person. He gave her a letter, and we don't know what his last wish was. But the only thing that we know immediately that we can ask somebody about is the dream that we had. We can ask the beehive lady. What's her name?
Who's just sitting around, I don't know.
Yeah, you have to get. They're upstairs, but you have to. I don't know why they did this. I guess they felt it would fill out the characters.
Are the Smiths in their room?
Yeah, I believe so.
Could you ask them to come down, please?
Ja, natürlich.
They're not having sex, are they?
Ew. That's gross because they're old.
I guess they just didn't want them sitting at that table all day.
Because it would be a little weird.
Yeah, I guess it would. Yeah.
Now you just tell Merle what's going on.
As opposed to sitting and peeling potatoes 100% of the day.
Well, you know, you need a lot of potatoes and you gotta peel them.
There was no one living there.
She
I had a dream last night.
needed them for something else.
I didn't remember it at first, but I saw something today at one of the museums.
What was the dream?
I was being chased in the woods by wolves. And I saw a sleigh. Ludwig was inside. He pulled me up, and I thought I was safe. But then he turned into a wolf.
I hate it when that happens.
So what do you think, Mother?
A dream of rescue is a spiritual guide dream. The High Priestess in Gabriel's cards must be linked to Ludwig somehow.
What do the wolves represent?
Whoa.
I'm a psychic, dear, not Freud.
I think it was Jung.
But the warning I got was about the black wolf, wasn't it? And the wolves in the dream. It must be the same danger.
It's so frustrating. The more I find out, the more questions I have.
Why don't you try a little communicating of your own? Ludwig's the link. Appeal to him. The answers may not come right away, but at least you'll give the guide something specific to say the next time she contacts you.
Isn't there any way that you could, you know, do a psychic reading on Ludwig or something?
To tell you the truth, I've been trying all day to make contact, but I only feel great despair. Ludwig's soul is not at peace.
So she just told us that we need to appeal to whatever the spirit
I'd better
is.
go.
Anytime you need us, stop by.
And be careful now.
Thanks.
We don't yet know how to do that. But maybe an opportunity will present itself.